The Inter-Korean summit was looked to help break the current stalemate between Pyongyang and Washington in their denuclearization talks. The U.S. still remains unchanged in its stance that denuclearization must come first, but it did speak positively about the summit. Lee Ji-won tells us more.
The United States is standing firm that no concessions can be made to North Korea in the absence of denuclearization. This is according to State Department spokesperson Heather Nauert on Thursday, who was speaking at a press briefing as South Korean President Jae-in concluded his third Inter-Korean summit with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. The joint declaration the two Korean leaders signed says the North will take additional measures, such as the permanent dismantlement of its nuclear facilities at Yeongbyeon, should the U.S. take corresponding measures in accordance with the spirit of the June 12 Trump-Kim agreement. Nauert was asked whether Secretary of State Mike Pompeo wasn't jumping to conclusions by saying there would be inspectors from Washington and the IAEA in the North, but she said there's a shared understanding that they have to be part of it.
President Moon and also Chairman Kim did talk about inspectors. Anytime you have a nuclear situation like this, where there is a dismantlement, the expectation is the IAEA inspectors would be a part of that. So that would just be a normal course of doing business.
There are concerns that the deadlock could continue despite the latest Inter-Korean summit, but the U.S. remains optimistic. In an interview with Fox News, Secretary Pompeo said they have always known that denuclearization was going to take some time and that they have made steady, albeit slow, progress. Pompeo pointed to the outcomes of the latest Inter-Korean summit, calling it a successful engagement that secured a promise from the North to dismantle a missile testing site in front of international inspectors. More progress could come next week during a flurry of diplomacy on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly, including the Seoul-Washington summit and possibly a meeting between Pompeo and his North Korean counterpart. Lee Ji-won, Arirang News.